What is up? Hopefully you're having a freaking awesome day. In this video, we are going to cover the 3 keys to consistent weight loss results that I have seen parents consistently struggle with, which sucks because being consistent is how you get results, right? Like imagine for a moment, you go to the gym, you lift weights one time and you leave and you look like Arnold. That'd be insane, right? Just doesn't make any sense. So weight loss is obviously no different. You have to keep doing the things over and over and over and over and over and over again. Yet what happens for most people, specifically parents that I'm talking to, or just people that are over the age of 30, that maybe are really highly involved in activities outside of work and are limited on time. I'm not talking to the people that work 40 hours a week. Sorry, if that's you, you can bang out the gym for 4 hours a day and have plenty of time, okay? But for people like me and parents that have kids that work, that have activities, like I coach, we have tons of stuff, right? Tons of stuff. We have to be consistent, right? And the game is a little bit different. So here are the things you got to do and the keys to your success. Success, key number 1 here is the key of efficiency. Now, in the chat, what is efficiency? What really is efficiency if we looked at it? Efficiency is results and speed. Okay? Well, adherability rather and speed. So a good example of this is you would get really, really good results if you went to the gym 7 days a week. Sorry, my eye's super itchy. 7 days a week for 2 hours and then eat like in a 700 calorie deficit from your basal metabolic rate. Nerdy speak for like not a lot of food. You'd get really, really, really good results that way. However, how long could you stick with it? Not very long. So we have to find this little balance here between what you are capable of doing, what you want to do, and getting results at the same time. So if you're somebody that's like, I don't want to be hungry at all, cool. Then you can expect to lose maybe 2.5 pounds of fat per month. You're like, well, I want to lose it faster than that. I'm like, well, you're probably going to be a little bit hungrier then, right? You're probably going to have to do more stuff. And if like, well, I'm not willing to. And cool, that's your efficiency. That's the trade you get to make. So if you have 100 pounds to lose, and you're at a pace of 2.5 pounds per week, or 2.5 pounds per month rather, like it's going to take you a couple years to get there. But if that's what you're able and capable of doing, cool, let it take 2 years then. Because also on the flip side of this coin, when was the last time you're 100 pounds down? If it was a decade, cool. What if we just said, cool, in the next 2 years, you're going to be 100 pounds down, which you haven't been in a decade. Would that be worth it? Answer is probably yes. Well, cool then. Then we're on the right track. But if it's no, we have to change some stuff up. More on that later. Okay. Efficiency, what you're willing to do, capable of doing, and what you can do long term. Okay, with results. Right. So if you can eat 100 calories less every day, no problem. It would just take you a month to lose 1 pound of fat. So if your goal is to lose 12 pounds in a year, that's the way to do it. Very good. Next one, the biggest one of all of them. Not even close. This one. Okay, a lot of people talk about having a growth mindset. A lot of people don't have one. Here's how I know. If you make a mistake, what do? Pout, get upset, frustrated, don't change. Not growth mindset, my friend. Growth mindset is when you make a mistake and we see the same scenario happening again, we do something different, right? Alex Hormozi says something along the lines of, I'm not exactly knowing his exact quote, but gaining intelligence is same scenario, different action. So it's like me, if this is coming towards my face, first time if I don't move, I won't use my face. If it's coming towards my hand, I'll use my face. Okay, if it's coming toward my face and I don't move, and I touch myself on the face with this, oh my gosh, don't clip that. Oh my gosh, I didn't move. If it's coming towards me and I move, now I've just gained some intelligence, smarter. Now, the rate in which you learn is how smart you are. So if it took me one thing that's coming this way, I'm like, nope, I know what's going to happen. That has ink in it. It's going to go right at my forehead. I did touch myself. That's not as it. Okay. That's smart, right? So the speed in which you learn. Growth. Can you control that? Yeah. You see the same scenario, you do something different. How cool. Okay. So growth. When you make a mistake, because you will, not because it would be, oh, I won't. I'm going to plan to not do that. No, you will. You're going to track something wrong. You're going to miss a workout. You're going to get sick. You're going to get frustrated. You're going to go back to bad habits. You're going to start doing that. You will intuitively start just doing something. Old habits coming back. Okay. Matter of going, oh, I see the triggers. Let me do something different. Let me change. Okay. Growth mindset. Now, the next one's a big one too, though. And for parents, I think this is part of the game, but I think this lends itself to all of these. I want you to think of it like this. When you scroll online, right, and you might even see, oh no. Okay, hopefully this is still running well. But like you might see people online, like even some of my clients that are like, hey, you lost 30 pounds in 90 days. Like, I want to do that. And you're like, all right, cool. You could try, right? It's a good goal. 30 pounds in 90 days for a lot of people is very attainable, okay? But if you don't have the proper knowledge, if you don't have the proper plan, and you just go, I want to do that, that's like an 18-year-old kid saying, I want to be a millionaire next month. It's like, all right, well, you don't have any skills. You don't know what you're doing. You don't know how to set the structure up. You don't know what the work it would take. You know nothing about this stuff. Nothing. The only goal is like, I'll play the lottery. I don't think you do that at 18. Whatever, okay? So the big one down here, the last one for consistency, is setting proper expectations. But not even expectations of losing weight, but of also of yourself. So if you like, I'm going to work out 7 days a week, and you're like, cool, what workouts are you doing? You're like, I don't know. Cool, then you're not working out 7 days a week because one, you don't know how to structure it. Two, you haven't worked out for God knows how long. You're not going to be able to keep it up. So let's set a proper expectation of what we can do right now, and we can always improve later. If you notice all of these, there's a through line. I mean, there's a thing that all of these connect with. They like all have one thing in common. And the thing to be consistent that gets you really, really good results is generating wins. If you expect to lose 2 pounds in a week or a pound in a week, and you go, cool, I lost more than that. Yay, win. Oh, on the weekends, though, I was actually at 1.7, and then on Monday, I was at 1.2 pounds lost because on Saturday, late night, I had a little bit extra ice cream. All right, cool. What do we need to do next time? Plan it ahead of time. Use your refeed meal for it. Get a single serving. If it's snaggy food, like you just happen to get it, find its way into your mouth, what can we do? Put it away, close the fridge, brush your teeth after dinner, chew gum, have rules where you only eat when you're sitting down at the table, not at the couch. Like there's tons of things we could do to, when that same scenario comes up, we can change it next time. And then setting a proper expectation. If we're like, yo, if I'm expected to work out 3 days per week, that's all I have to do. Great, and I do it. Cha-ching, I did it. Win. And when you get these consistent wins, we can then maybe do more things to get better results, be more efficient. Like, hey, I know before you didn't like working out, but now you're starting to enjoy it. Feels good. Can we ramp it up to 4 this week? Yeah, perfect. What is that going to do? Get you a better result. Nice. Growth. When you see something coming up, like my story today of Leisha, who before joining my coaching program, when she left all her chicken out, she would have said, F it, went to go get some fast food. She didn't. She went to a store, bought herself some chicken breast, and ate that instead of the meals that were provided at this little gala thing that she went to because it would have thrown her off plan. Wow. Growth. Same scenario, different result. And then lastly, setting a proper expectation. When we able to go, cool, now that you're in momentum, here's what's expected of you now. Let's rise to the occasion. let's go, cool. Instead of walking 3,000 steps per day, let's push it to 5. Here's how we're going to do it, right? So if you start it from 0 to 5,000 or from 0 to 4 or from not tracking your food at all and planning and prepping your meals, like, of course it's going to be challenging. Of course it's going to be tough. And coaching, what it does for you is it takes a lot of the mental load of not only worrying about this stuff, but the plan of action to get you the results. And so if you're trying to do this on your own, raw dogging it through your health and fitness, and it's not working, it's worth the time, it's worth the money, it's worth getting the dang result to hire a coach to help you get the results that you want. And if you're a parent that's 40 to 60 pounds that you want to lose, my program is literally built for people like you that have 40 to 60 pounds to lose, that want to get consistent, repeatable, expected results day in and day out, despite the season. It doesn't have to do any crazy stuff. There's no 6 hours of working out, none of that. We get programs that fit your busy schedule. If that's something that interests you, click the link in my bio, schedule time to chat, and we'll go over the program and get you involved in it if it makes sense for both of us. Sound good? Have a fantastic day. I'll talk to you soon.